Today we're going to be talking about my favorite objects in the Harry Potter universe. This includes the Harry Potter books, movies, and the Fantastic Beasts movie. So this is going to be in no particular order, but I decided to add two pieces of candy to my list. First, the chocolate frogs, because I love the way that they move in the series. I also like collecting the different cards that they have. They have two different versions. They have the one that you can get at Universal, which has the proper five-sided or five-edged card, and then they also have regular cards that are just rectangles that you get here in Canada. And second, a piece of candy that I liked, that I bought two of when I was in Harry Potter World, the acid pops. Yeah, it hurt your tongue something awful, but it tasted amazing, and it was actually really cool. In the lore of the universe, they actually burn a hole in your tongue temporarily, and then I assume that heals after a while. I just like the different types of candy that they have in that world, because we created some, I've never heard them use jelly slugs in the series, but we have jelly slugs that you can buy. There was also tons like ice mice and stuff like that. But next is actually a book, and it's the Monster Book of Monsters. There were a lot of interesting books throughout the series, including the Invisible Book of Invisibility, and the Screaming books, and then Sonnets of a Sorcerer that makes you speak in only limericks, stuff like that. But the Monster Book of Monsters is really one of the coolest ones, and my friend's actually trying to create one where it's a living creature that's a book. That should be in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book. I like it just because nobody knew how to use it in the series, and so they get to strip the spine, and then there's stuff like that. I want to know who wrote that, whether it's because I don't think Newt Scamander would create something like that, but it's quite interesting that the Wizarding World created something that's a textbook but can also hurt you. Next is a piece of clothing, and it's the invisibility cloak, and in general, more is the invisibility cloak that I'm talking about, that it can be made from demiguise hair, or just cloaks with charms on them, but also can be the one made by Death or the Peveril brothers. And so you've got Harry's cloak, which is unfaltering, and it's throughout the entire series that we see him using it, and it's one of the coolest objects introduced in the first movie. And this is going to be a shorter video, but now we've got Newt's case. I love this with the Muggle-worthy setting and the ability to go inside the world of creatures. I love Newt's case with the ability to go inside his world of creatures and the Muggle-worthy setting. Just how big a inside that it can create. Because we've seen undetectable extension charms before with the tent in the fourth movie and Hermione's beaded bag, and now with Newt's case. But I want to know, how big can an undetectable extension charm make something? Is it infinite? Is it like a TARDIS and it's super big on the inside, and you can just make it bigger and bigger as you want? But I'm wondering, how big can it get, and can he have multiple settings? So can he go and make his little house inside that case? And can he have because he has a shed which is his workshop, but could he have a different one that, instead of taking him into the animal world, takes him into a house? And then he's got the Muggle-worthy setting, but could he have other ones as well? Could he go in and have a swimming pool in one of them? These are things that I hope get answered. Maybe J.K. Rowling will write on Pottermore about how these spells work. Currently she's got a list of spells on there, but only some of them, and doesn't really explain a lot about them. So I'd also like to see more candy in the series and see stuff like that, and maybe more sentient books as well. So thank you guys for watching. Tune in next week.